It is now my pleasure to introduce our guest speaker for today's occasional address. Our speaker today is Ms. Angela Shi, founder and CEO of Empathetic AI, an award-winning company advancing responsible artificial intelligence in finance and professional services. Backed by Australia's National AI Centre and CSIRO's Data 61, Empathetic AI is helping the finance industry adopt AI with confidence. Angela brings 15 years of global finance experience, having served as CFO at Plus 500 and Capital.com, leading operations across 7 countries and supporting clients in over 40 markets. Her expertise spans corporate finance, finance technology, and AI innovation. Angela holds a Master of Commerce and a Master of Professional Accounting from the University of Sydney. She further enhanced her leadership capabilities by completing an executive education program at Harvard Business School. A University of Sydney alumna, Angela remains engaged as an industry partner and guest lecturer. In 2023, she received the Australian Ambassador's Award for Women in Leadership and continues to be a leading voice in AI-driven transformation. Angela, it is a great pleasure for me to welcome you back to the University, and I invite you to deliver the occasional address.
Thank you so much for the kind introduction. Presiding Officer, Deputy Dean, University staff, distinguished guests, families and friends, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2025. Thank you so much for having me today. It's truly a privilege to be here with you, celebrating such a meaningful milestone in your life. I'd like to begin by acknowledging the traditional owners of the land on which we meet today, the people of the nation, and pay my respects to the elders, past, present, and emerging. Today isn't just about receiving your degree. It's about everything that brought you here. The effort, the late nights, the small wins, the setbacks, and the people who stood beside you along the way. 16 years ago, I was one of you, a fresh Master of Commerce graduate from this very business school. I was a former international student, a first-generation immigrant, and like many of you, I was trying to find my rooting in a new country with no roadmap and no family here to guide me. But unlike you, I didn't get a chance to attend my own graduation ceremony. I was working part-time as a waitress back then, struggling to make ends meet. After finishing my degree, I spent months applying for jobs. Anything I thought I might be qualified for. But most of the time, I didn't even receive a rejection. It was just silence. I remember seeing people around me land new roles, updating their LinkedIn profiles with shiny new titles. Well, I couldn't even get a reply. It was tough. I didn't know where I was heading, but I knew I had to keep trying. So I said yes to small roles. I learned what I could. I worked hard, often quietly in the background. Then one day, one door opened, and then another. Slowly, things began to shift. Looking back today, after years in senior executive roles across global companies, leading teams in 7 countries, often as the only Asian female in the boardroom, and now as a founder in AI, there's something I've come to realize. No matter how humble your beginning is, as long as you keep going, a turning point will eventually come. And that brings me to the first reflection I would like to share with you today. Everyone has their own schedule. It's okay if things take longer than you expected. You are not behind. You're just on your own timeline. Oftentimes, we are taught to follow a certain path. Study hard, get a job, move up, tick all the boxes one by one. And if that path works for you, that's great. But if something inside you is quietly pulling you in a different direction, that's worth listening to. Growing up, I was never the kind of kid who followed the conventional path. Very early on, I realized I love innovation. I love building things that have never been done before. And I always prefer a life that is challenging but rewarding, even if it comes with more uncertainty. So after 14 years in corporate, I made a bold decision to start a new chapter. I founded an AI company aiming to embed business expertise into AI technology and transform the finance landscape through innovation. And I've been on that journey since then. Despite the many ups and downs of the entrepreneurship journey, one thing I've learned is that you have so much hidden potential, more than you've ever known. You only discover it when you are pushed, when things feel unfamiliar, when you are outside your comfort zone, when there's no step-by-step plan in front of you. And that brings me to the second reflection I would like to share with you. Building a life you are truly passionate about is one of the most powerful things you can do. It won't always be easy, but it will be real, and it will be yours. The world you are stepping into is moving fast, and AI is a big part of that shift. Often people ask me, in the age of AI, what can business school graduates really bring to the table? As a proud business school alumna, I would say a lot. In fact, as technology becomes more accessible and the barriers of using it get lower, what becomes even more important are the things AI can't do. How to make decisions when there's no perfect answer. How to work with uncertainty. How to look at a problem and see the bigger picture. Those skills are essential because AI will be everywhere. But the real value, the part only you can bring, is your perspective, your ability to understand context, to communicate clearly, to bring people together, to show your empathy. So here's my third reflection I would like to share with you. Be adaptable, stay curious, and keep learning. And most of all, don't lose sight of what makes you, you. Because the truth is, the world doesn't need more of the same. It needs people who are thoughtful, bold, and ready to build something new. So, class of 2025, this is your chance. You are stepping into a world we've never seen before, and you have everything it takes to help shape where it's going with your wisdom, your judgment, and your voice. So go out there and back yourself. Ask bold questions. Try things that might not work. Say yes to the unknown. It's time for you to unleash your potential. And the world is so lucky to have you. Congratulations again, class of 2025. I can't wait to see the extraordinary impact you make and those stories only you can create. Thank you.